Welcome back to our channel, everybody. This is a video that you all need to watch, especially women of color. The info in this video might save your life or a loved one. Watch to the end. I will leave a link for you to see all of the companies that was tested by the CPA and where they stand. So sit back and be informed. Today we're diving into the hidden dangers in synthetic braiding hair. We love our braids, but they could be putting our health at risk. Many synthetic hair products contain harmful chemicals like lead and benzene. Knowledge is power. Stay tuned. Let's start with a big one, lead. Now, we all know lead is dangerous. We wouldn't dream of putting it in our bodies, right? But here's the thing. Lead is often found in synthetic hair products, particularly those manufactured overseas. It's used to darken the fibers and make the hair color look richer. Now you might be thinking, it's just hair, it's not like I'm eating it. But here's the truth. These chemicals don't just sit on the surface. They can be absorbed through our scalp, our skin, even inhaled into our lungs, especially during installation. And lead, my friends, is not something you want in your system. We're talking about serious health risks here. Lead exposure, even in small amounts, can lead to neurological problems, cardiovascular issues, and even reproductive harm. It's especially dangerous for pregnant women and children. This isn't about fear-mongering. This is about understanding the facts so we can make informed choices for ourselves and our families. Let's talk about the impact of lead exposure. For pregnant women, lead can cross the placenta and affect the developing baby, leading to developmental delays and other serious health problems. In children, lead exposure can cause learning disabilities, behavioral issues, and even hearing loss. But it's not just children who are at risk. Adults exposed to lead can experience high blood pressure, decreased kidney function, and even reproductive problems. And the scary thing is, the symptoms of lead poisoning can be subtle and often go unnoticed for years. That's why it's so important to be aware of the potential dangers of lead in synthetic hair. We need to start asking questions, reading labels, and demanding better from the companies that make these products. We deserve to look good and feel good without putting our health on the line. Now let's move on to another chemical often found lurking in synthetic hair products: benzene. You might recognize benzene from those warning signs at gas stations. It's a known carcinogen, meaning it can cause cancer. And guess what? It's often used in the manufacturing of synthetic fibers. Benzene is a volatile organic compound, which means it evaporates easily at room temperature. So when you open that package of synthetic hair, you could be inhaling benzene fumes without even realizing it. And remember, it's not just about the initial exposure. Every time you wash, style, or even touch your hair, you could be releasing more of these harmful chemicals. We're not talking about small, insignificant amounts either. Studies have shown that some synthetic hair products contain levels of benzene that exceed safety limits. And the scary thing is, there's often no way to know for sure what you're getting because labeling regulations for these products are often inadequate. Now let's talk about the risks of benzene exposure. Long-term exposure to benzene can have devastating effects on our health. It's been linked to various types of cancer, including leukemia, lymphoma, and multiple myeloma. It can also damage bone marrow, which is where our blood cells are made, leading to anemia and other blood disorders. And the risks don't stop there. Benzene can also weaken the immune system, making us more susceptible to infections and diseases. It can affect the nervous system, leading to headaches, dizziness, and even tremors. And for pregnant women, benzene exposure can increase the risk of birth defects and other complications. So what can we do? The first step is awareness. We need to understand the potential dangers of benzene and other harmful chemicals in synthetic hair products. Then we can start demanding better, safer options. We deserve to look and feel our best without compromising our health. So we've talked about lead and benzene, but hold on, because the story doesn't end there. We have to talk about methylene chloride. This chemical is often lurking in our everyday products. It's used in paint strippers and some hair products. This chemical has been linked to serious health problems, respiratory issues, neurological problems, and cancer. It's often hiding in plain sight. Check the labels on your hair products. You might be surprised at what you find. Knowledge is power. Now I know what you're thinking. Oprah, you're scaring me. What can I do? Don't worry, because knowledge is power, and I'm here to arm you with information. First and foremost, read those labels. Look for methylene chloride or any of its sneaky aliases. If you see it, put that product down. There are so many wonderful brands out there that are committed to using safe and healthy ingredients. Seek them out. Support companies that prioritize your well-being, and don't be afraid to ask questions. Talk to your stylist, your friends, your family. Let's create a community of awareness and support each other in making healthy choices. Remember, your health is precious and it's worth fighting for. Don't let these hidden dangers take control of your life. Take charge, educate yourself, and choose products that nourish and protect your beautiful self. Let's talk about vinyl chloride in synthetic hair. It's used to make PVC found in pipes and household items. PVC is everywhere, even in synthetic hair. When heated, it can leach harmful chemicals. We heat synthetic hair, releasing these chemicals. Vinyl chloride is linked to serious health issues. Now, I know this information can be overwhelming, but we can't afford to bury our heads in the sand. We have to be proactive about our health, and that starts with awareness. The next time you're shopping for synthetic hair, take a moment to really look at the packaging. Does it mention anything about being vinyl chloride free? If not, don't hesitate to reach out to the manufacturer and ask. You have a right to know what's in the products you're using on your body. And remember, you're not alone in this. There are organizations out there fighting for stricter regulations and safer products. Support them. Together, we can make a difference. We can demand better from the companies that make these products. We deserve transparency, and we deserve to have access to safe and healthy options. Let's delve into another chemical that might be lurking in your synthetic hair. Acrylonitrile. Acrylonitrile. This one's a mouthful, but stay with me here. It's a colorless liquid that's used to make a variety of products, including plastics, resins, and yes, you guessed it, synthetic fibers. Now, acrylonitrile is a volatile organic compound, or VOC, which means it can easily evaporate into the air we breathe. And when we inhale acrylonitrile, it can cause a whole host of health problems. We're talking about irritation of the eyes, nose, and throat, headaches, dizziness, nausea, and in severe cases, even difficulty breathing. But it doesn't stop there. Long-term exposure to acrylonitrile has been linked to even more serious health issues, including liver and brain damage. And some studies have even suggested a potential link between acrylonitrile exposure and an increased risk of certain types of cancer. So how can we protect ourselves from this hidden danger? Well, the first step is awareness. Now that you know about acrylonitrile, you can start making more informed choices about the products you use. When shopping for synthetic hair, look for brands that are transparent about their manufacturing processes. Choose products that are labeled as acrylonitrile-free or low in VOCs. And remember, proper ventilation is key. When you're braiding or styling synthetic hair, make sure you're in a well-ventilated area to minimize your exposure to any potential fumes. Your health is your most valuable asset, and it's worth protecting. By staying informed, asking questions, and choosing products wisely, you can help create a safer and healthier environment for yourself and your loved ones. So, we've talked about some pretty scary chemicals, right? But here's the thing about volatile organic compounds, or VOCs. They're sneaky. They evaporate into the air, especially when heated. And guess what gets heated up when you're styling those beautiful braids? Your hair. You might not see or smell them, but VOCs are there. Breathing them in can cause eye irritation, throat scratchiness, and dizziness. For those with asthma, it can be a real trigger. Protecting ourselves now and in the future is crucial. Now I know what you might be thinking. Oprah, you're scaring me. What can we do? Knowledge is power, and we're in this together. Ventilation is key. Open those windows, let the fresh air in. Especially when you're styling your hair at home. Clear out those invisible toxins. And if you can, take it outside. Let the breeze work its magic. It's like giving your lungs a breath of fresh air. Let's talk about phthalates. They're often hidden in plain sight. Phthalates make things flexible like synthetic hair. They make fibers softer and easier to work with, giving that natural feel and bounce. But they might mess with our hormones, linked to endocrine disruption affecting our health. Do your research and empower yourself with knowledge. There are healthier options out there, alternatives to synthetic hair that are gentler on our bodies and the environment. We just have to be proactive and seek them out. Remember, your health is your wealth, and it's worth investing in. Formaldehyde, a word that sends shivers down my spine. Used to preserve things, right? Like in science labs. But it can also be in our hair products, even synthetic braids and weaves. Formaldehyde is a bonding agent, but it's a known carcinogen. Even small amounts can pose a risk. On it. So, we've talked about a lot of chemicals, haven't we? But there's one more we need to discuss, and it's called toluene. Toluene is a solvent found in hair dyes and other products. It helps create a smooth application of color, but it can be absorbed through your scalp and inhaled. Studies link toluene to serious health problems, including headaches, dizziness, and reproductive harm. We need to be informed about what we're putting on our bodies. Now I know what you're thinking. Oprah, this is all so overwhelming. What can I do? Well, the first step is awareness. Read the labels, my friends. Look for products that are specifically labeled as toluene-free. You deserve to have them. And don't be afraid to ask questions. Talk to your stylist, ask about toluene-free alternatives. Knowledge is power. You are your best advocate. Demand better, safer products. You deserve to look good and feel good. The more we demand safer products, the more the industry will listen. We have a voice and it's time to use it. Let's make our health a priority, because we are worth it. Let's talk about dibutyl phthalate, or DBP. DBP is a plasticizer, making things flexible and pliable. It helps our braids look good and last long. But DBP is an endocrine disruptor. It can interfere with our hormones. This can lead to serious health issues. DBP isn't always listed on labels. Sometimes it's hidden under fragrance. We might be getting harmful chemicals, but we're not powerless. Be aware of your products. Strong artificial fragrance? Red flag. Opt for natural products. Look for phthalate-free labels. Support safer product companies. Knowledge is power. consumerreports.org. I will leave a link in the description, because when we share information, we empower each other to live healthier, happier lives. Thank you for watching.